too early to have water restrictions?
Yes, it is too early to have water restrictions. We are in a situation where the system itself, the integrated Vaal River system, is still above 50%. Rand Water is still in a situation that is able to abstract water from the Vaal Dam, so we do not have a threat as yet to water availability in the province.
No threat as yet. What level are we sitting at? We're reporting we are about to approach levels of below 30%. Is that accurate?
Yes, it is accurate. As of yesterday morning, we were already at 29.2%. We are expecting that by tomorrow, Tuesday, we should be around the 28-27%. We know that once we reach 25 to 20%, that is when we really are going to be in a situation that might need us to look at other options. But we must remember always that within the integrated Vaal River system, we have what we call our reserve dam, which is self-contained, which is still sitting at 94%. So we still have sufficient water there if we have to get there and go and withdraw water from there. But at the moment, we are still in a situation where the Vaal Dam is still able to supply water to our entity, the Rand Water.
We have healthy reserves, but that's not to say that people should be wasteful when it comes to water. Tips in terms of using water sparingly?
You know, water demand is what we have to work towards, managing that water demand. We have to reduce how much water we actually need for use. Obviously, as South Africans, we are already using around 237 litres per person per day against the world average of about 167, 176. So that tells you that if we are not able to reduce how much water we use in our taps, in our flushing systems, the way whether we flush our toilets every 2 seconds, whether we actually water our gardens with potable water unnecessarily throughout the day, we should be able to utilize our grey water for any outside use and retain the potable water for cooking as well as internal use in our houses. If we can be able to reduce the demand from industry. But the most important thing is to make sure that we do not have illegal connections. We repair our failing infrastructure as quickly as possible, and we report any events that might lead to water losses that are happening around our living spaces.
Ratau, there are a number of townships, namely in Soweto and in Pretoria, that experience water shortages, especially on Sundays, for example. Are you aware of this situation, and what do we put it down to?
Look, where we are is because we've already moved away from the rainy season as at the end of April. We have not seen the early rains yet. We are still in a situation where we are looking at consuming what has been in our dams since April, May, and therefore, for as long as that happens, we are going to see a decline in our dam levels, and that is something that we always are aware of, especially for the inland provinces. But obviously, where we are now is to say that the little that we have in our reserves, let us make sure that we are able to get to the next rainy season, and especially where we can be able to get to the highest rates of rainfall around January, mid-February.
Your message, rather, to residents who are experiencing these water shortages in Soweto and in Pretoria, especially on Sundays when everybody is home and people are trying to do their best. There's cooking, there's laundry, there's all of this, yet they do not have water.
It is always important to communicate, especially with local government immediately when there are those. Sometimes you might find that it's an issue of pressure from the reservoirs. Sometimes you might find that it's a question of failing infrastructure along the reticulation system. So the municipalities have got to come to the party as quickly as possible. But where it is not possible to find those municipal officials, we are also available as the national department to create that conduit for people to be able to report anything that is creating difficulty for them in their livelihoods.
That is Sputnik Ratau, Water and Sanitation Department spokesperson. Thank you.